Good morning. You're watching the Financial News Network. I'm Courtney Woodworth. The number of Americans filing first-time jobless claims dropped by 15,000 last week to 358,000, down from 373,000 the week prior, and are at an all-time low since March of 2008. The news has given many cause to express optimism over an improving labor market, especially when compiled with January's unemployment rate dipping to 8.3%. Forbes reported that 243,000 jobs were added last month, which exceeded expectations by about 100,000. Sean Incremona, an economist at Forecast in New York, told Reuters, quote, "It does look like with these numbers that the labor market is on a positive footing, which is good to see. Job creation is probably going to be what keeps the recovery alive. Things do seem to be holding up somewhat better than we had expected." However, reaching a stable labor market could prove to be a long road ahead. Still, nearly 24 million Americans are unemployed or underemployed. And according to Reuters, of those without a job, there simply isn't one for nearly 3 out of every 4 people. Stay tuned for further updates throughout the day. This is the Financial News Network. I'm Courtney Woodworth.